The Power of Divine Timing. Trusting the Signs Leading to Your Biggest Breakthrough. Written by Ronnie Rowland. Published by Growth Literacy Lounge. Introduction. What if the delay in your biggest dream wasn't a setback, but a sign? Imagine this: you've been tirelessly working toward a goal, doing everything right, but nothing seems to click. The frustration builds as you wonder why success is eluding you, when everyone else seems to be thriving. What if I told you that the universe has been guiding you all along, just not in the way you expected? This isn't failure, it's divine timing. And that frustration you're feeling? It's the signal you've been waiting for, stimulating curiosity and presenting value. The power of divine timing will show you that your breakthrough isn't just possible, it's inevitable. But here's the catch. You have to learn to recognize the signs that the universe is sending you. These signs are subtle, often hidden in the everyday moments you've been overlooking. In this audiobook, you'll discover how to tune in to those signs, align with the flow of the universe, and trust that everything is unfolding in perfect order for your greatest success. This book will uncover the secret patterns in your life that are guiding you to something far bigger than you could have imagined. It will give you the tools to harness the power of synchronicity, trust in divine timing, and finally release the anxiety that has been holding you back. The knowledge within these pages is not just theoretical, it's practical, it's actionable, and it's life-changing. Maybe right now you're feeling stuck, doubting yourself, or wondering if your dreams are just too far out of reach. Maybe you've been working so hard for something, only to face obstacle after obstacle. You might be thinking, why isn't this happening for me? I see you. You're not alone. What you're about to discover is that those obstacles were never meant to stop you. They were there to teach you, to prepare you, to align you with something greater. This book is for you, the dreamer, the believer, the one who feels there is something bigger meant for their life but just can't seem to grasp it yet. You've been searching for answers, for a way to make sense of the challenges, and for confirmation that you are on the right path. This isn't just a book, it's a roadmap to your transformation. It will show you how to listen when the universe speaks, how to respond when the signs appear, and how to confidently step forward, knowing that your biggest breakthrough is just around the corner. Because sometimes, it's not about working harder. It's about listening deeper. We've observed that 65% of our viewers haven't yet subscribed to our channel. We invite you to support us by clicking the subscribe button and liking this video and comment below. Your encouragement inspires us to continue creating valuable content for you. Thank you for being a part of our community and fueling our passion for sharing insights and knowledge. It's time to make that decision. Are you ready to uncover the hidden path to abundance? Quote, "When the student is ready, the teacher will appear." Lao Tzu. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Whisperings of Transformation. The universe is always communicating with you. Are you listening? Have you ever felt a nudge, a feeling that something big was about to change in your life? It could be a sudden sense of restlessness, an inexplicable calm in the midst of chaos, or the same numbers appearing everywhere you look. These moments are the whisperings of transformation, subtle signals that the universe is reaching out to you, nudging you toward a new chapter. The truth is, our lives are filled with divine signs, small indicators that we are either on the right path or in need of a significant shift. These signs often begin quietly, easily dismissed as mere coincidence, but they are anything but random. Many people go through their entire lives ignoring these signals. They dismiss them as whims of the imagination or strange coincidences. But those who choose to listen, those who dare to acknowledge that there might be more to the universe than meets the eye, are the ones who open the door to true transformation. The universe speaks in whispers, and only those who are open and present can hear its voice clearly. The first step towards meaningful change is learning to pay attention. The signs are always there, but our hectic lives often drown out their gentle voice. Imagine standing at a crossroads, blindfolded. Without any direction, every path might seem as good as the next. But imagine if you could remove that blindfold and see a light pointing the way forward. That's what these signs are. They remove the blindfold, allowing us to navigate our lives with clarity. One of the most common ways the universe communicates with us is through synchronicities. Synchronicities are those oddly timed events that feel almost too perfectly aligned to be mere coincidence. For instance, you may be thinking of someone you haven't spoken to in years, only to have them call you that very afternoon. You may be considering a career change and suddenly keep meeting people who have done exactly what you're contemplating. These moments are not random. They are gentle nudges that tell you pay attention, something significant is unfolding. Let's take the story of Anna, a woman whose life was seemingly falling apart only to be rebuilt in a remarkable new form. Anna spent 15 years working at a job she thought defined her, a career she poured her heart into. Then, one day it was gone, her company shut down, and she was left in the silence of uncertainty. In the midst of her fear and doubt, a small whisper emerged, a vivid dream of teaching art, a passion she had nearly forgotten. At first it was just a dream, fleeting and strange, but something inside her knew it was more. She chose to listen. She found an art studio and rented a small space, an act of faith that marked the beginning of her transformation. Anna's story shows us that even when life seems to be falling apart, it may actually be falling into place. What seemed like a loss was actually the universe realigning her to a path that matched her true essence. The whisper became a shout, and Anna answered. Signs come in various forms. Some are internal, like sudden intuitive flashes, or a growing sense of unease with the status quo. Others are external, like recurring numbers or repeated encounters that seem to carry a message. What they have in common is that they often appear when you are standing on the precipice of a major change. Have you experienced any of the following lately? Repeating numbers. Seeing 1111 or similar sequences is often a sign that you're in sync with your higher purpose. Vivid dreams, especially those with recurring themes, may be your subconscious trying to prepare you for the road ahead. Feeling out of place. If your comfort zone starts feeling more like a trap, it's a strong indication that growth is calling. Each of these whispers is an invitation to lean in, to investigate what is happening beneath the surface of your life. This chapter is about learning to recognize these divine signals so you can begin to navigate your life in a way that is aligned with your highest potential. Ignoring them keeps you stagnant, while recognizing them propels you forward. The path to transformation starts by embracing these signs. It's not about trying to force change or creating elaborate plans, it's about becoming aware. Take some time to reflect on your recent experiences. Write down any strange coincidences or subtle hints you've noticed. Ask yourself, what could the universe be trying to tell me? The more you pay attention, the more guidance you will receive. The whispers will become clearer, the signs more vivid. There is a reason you are here, reading these words. Something in you has felt the call to grow, to transform, to break free of the past and embrace a future filled with purpose and possibility. Listen carefully, the universe is speaking. Have you ever felt like you were resisting something deep within you? Next, we'll uncover how letting go of that resistance can realign you with your true purpose, and the signs that appear when you are finally on the right path. Quote, "The privilege of a lifetime is being who you are." Joseph Campbell. Chapter 2. Aligning with your soul's path. Are you truly following the path meant for you, or are you still resisting change? Most of us have, at one point or another, felt an inner tension, a kind of restlessness that tells us something in our life is off. It could be a job that no longer brings satisfaction, relationships that feel stagnant, or a deep sense of unease that we can't quite put into words. This discomfort is not a sign of failure, nor does it mean you're on the wrong path entirely. Instead, it's the universe's way of calling you to realign, to let go of resistance and step fully into your true path. The truth is, life has a way of guiding us, even when we aren't fully aware of it. We get nudges, hints, and whispers that encourage us to take the next step toward our purpose. But sometimes, instead of following these signs, we resist. We cling to comfort, afraid of change. But what if the resistance itself is the very thing holding us back from the life we're meant to live? Resisting change often comes from fear of the unknown, fear of failure, or fear of losing what we have. But what if, instead of holding on, we chose to let go? Letting go isn't about giving up, it's about making space for something new. When we let go of what no longer serves us, we create room for growth, for new opportunities, and for the universe to guide us toward what's truly meant for us. Think about the moments in your life when you felt an inner urge to change but hesitated. Did you feel a deep sense of frustration or stagnation? That's a sign you're resisting the natural flow of your path. Life flows smoothly when we are in alignment with our soul's purpose, but resistance creates friction, an inner struggle that keeps us stuck. Consider the story of Sam, a man who once found himself living in his brother's basement, overwhelmed by depression after losing his job. His life had become a cycle of despair, and he felt disconnected from his dreams of adventure and travel. But despite his frustration, Sam started to notice subtle urges to reconnect with nature, to move his body, and to focus on small positive changes. These weren't monumental shifts, but they were the whispers of alignment. Sam followed these urges, taking small steps each day. He started walking outdoors, eventually hiking through forest trails. He improved his diet, adding more fresh foods and water into his routine. The more he listened to these signs, the more aligned he became. Eventually, his life transformed, his health improved, his passion for adventure reignited, and his career took off in a new direction. All because he let go of resistance and trusted the small nudges from the universe. How to know you're on the right path. When you align with your soul's path, life doesn't necessarily become easy, but it becomes meaningful. You start to feel a sense of flow, a feeling that even when things are challenging, they're happening for a reason. You're no longer fighting against the current, instead, you're flowing with it. How can you tell if you're on this path? 1. Inner calm amid chaos. Even when life is hectic, you feel a deep sense of peace. This inner calm arises because your soul knows it's moving in the right direction. You may still face challenges, but they no longer provoke fear or anxiety the way they once did. 2. Increased synchronicities. Signs that once appeared sporadically start showing up frequently. Maybe you keep hearing the same advice from different sources, or you keep seeing opportunities that align with your dreams. The universe is confirming that you're on the right track. 3. Effortless progress. When you're aligned with your path, things start falling into place more easily. That doesn't mean there's no effort involved, but the effort feels rewarding. Doors open, opportunities arise, and the next steps seem clearer. 4. Evolving interests. You may find yourself drawn to new hobbies, ideas, or passions that feel more aligned with who you truly are. As you grow, your interests change to reflect the new version of yourself that is emerging. 5. The disappearance of old patterns, negative habits, toxic relationships, or limiting beliefs that once held you back start to fade. When you align with your soul's path, these old patterns lose their grip on you, making space for healthier and more fulfilling experiences. One of the biggest challenges in aligning with your true path is letting go of the old structures that no longer serve you. It can be tempting to hold on to the comfort of familiarity, even if it keeps you stuck in a place that isn't right for you. But just like pruning a tree allows for new growth, letting go of old habits, beliefs, and even relationships makes space for new blessings to come into your life. For Sam, letting go meant releasing the idea that his old job defined him. It meant opening himself up to new experiences, even when they seemed uncertain. But as soon as he let go, his life began to transform. The universe rewards bravery. When you release what no longer serves you, the universe rushes in to fill that space with something greater. If you're wondering whether it's time to release something from your life, consider these signs. Feeling drained or exhausted. When a relationship, job, or habit consistently drains your energy, it's a sign that it's no longer aligned with your highest good. If you find yourself constantly feeling restless or dissatisfied, it may be because something in your life isn't serving you anymore. Lack of growth. When something in your life feels stagnant, with no room for growth, it's a sign that it's time to let go and make space for new opportunities. Aligning with your soul's path is not a passive process, it requires both awareness and action. Here are some practical steps you can take to start aligning with your true self. 1. Create space for reflection. Take time to be still, whether through meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature. Quiet your mind and listen to your inner voice. What is it telling you? 2. Follow your intuition. Pay attention to your gut feelings, especially when it comes to decisions or opportunities. If something feels right, even if it's scary, trust that feeling. 3. Release what no longer serves you. Identify the areas in your life that feel stagnant or draining, and begin the process of letting them go. This may involve having difficult conversations, setting boundaries, or making life changes, but it's a necessary step in realignment. 4. Take inspired action. Once you've made space for new opportunities, be ready to take action. Follow the nudges you receive, even if they seem small. Remember, alignment happens step by step. What if the universe is giving you a sign right now? In the next chapter, we'll dive deep into the power of synchronicities, those mysterious coincidences that show you're heading in the right direction. Quote, let go of who you think you're supposed to be. Embrace who you are. Brené Brown. Chapter 3. Synchronicities, the universe's nudge. There are no coincidences. Have you ever been thinking about someone and moments later they text or call? Or perhaps you've been contemplating a big decision, only to repeatedly stumble upon advice, articles, or conversations that directly relate to your situation. These aren't just random occurrences, they are synchronicities, subtle winks from the universe that you're on the right track, receiving exactly what you need at the right time. Synchronicities are one of the most powerful ways the universe communicates with us. They're the universe's way of affirming that you're aligned with your soul's path. Think of them as guideposts, pointing you toward the next step in your journey. Often, they feel magical, almost too perfectly timed to be logical. But that's because they aren't driven by logic, they're driven by the energy of alignment. When you start to notice synchronicities regularly, it's a clear sign that you are tapping into a higher level of awareness. You're tuned into the flow of the universe, and it's responding in kind by revealing clues and connections that might otherwise go unnoticed. Learning to recognize and act on these moments can lead to profound shifts in your life. What are synchronicities? Synchronicities are meaningful coincidences that occur when your inner world and the outer world align in unexpected ways. The key is that these coincidences aren't just random, they're laden with personal significance, often connected to a question, intention, or desire you've been holding. For example, let's say you're contemplating starting a new business but feeling unsure about taking the leap. Then, out of nowhere, you meet someone who has started a successful business in the same field. Maybe they offer encouragement, share helpful resources, or simply tell you their story. These seemingly chance encounters are synchronicities. They carry a message meant specifically for you. They can appear in various forms: repeating numbers. Sequences like 1111, 222, or 444 often appear when you're in sync with the universe's flow. They serve as gentle reminders that you're on the right path. Unexplained meetings. Running into someone at just the right time who has the knowledge or resources you need. Recurring themes. Hearing or seeing the same phrase, word, or concept repeatedly, whether in conversation, media, or reading material, which speaks directly to something you've been reflecting on. Why synchronicities matter. Synchronicities don't happen randomly. They occur when you're energetically aligned with your intentions or desires. The universe responds to your internal energy by sending external confirmations, guidance that you're moving in the right direction, or perhaps that it's time to pivot and explore a new path. In a way, synchronicities act like traffic lights for your spiritual journey. A green light means go, confirming that you're on track. A red light, or the lack of synchronicities, may mean it's time to pause, reflect, or reconsider your next steps. The more you pay attention to these signs, the more you'll notice them, and the easier it becomes to interpret what the universe is telling you. After Anna's bold leap of faith to open her art studio, she continued to experience moments of doubt. Could she really make this work? Would people even be interested in her classes? But every time she felt herself slipping into fear, a synchronicity would appear, offering her reassurance. One day, while sitting in a coffee shop, she overheard a conversation at the next table. A group of friends were discussing a new art center that had just opened in town, talking about how much they were looking forward to attending a class. Anna's heart raced. This was exactly the kind of center she had envisioned for herself. That same week, she stumbled upon an online forum for art educators, filled with advice and tips that helped her expand her vision. These were more than coincidences, they were affirmations that Anna was aligned with her purpose. The universe was speaking directly to her, encouraging her to keep moving forward. Each synchronicity was a small nudge, a reminder that she was being supported. If you've ever wondered if something was a sign, you're probably right. The first step in harnessing the power of synchronicities is learning to pay attention. Here are some ways to become more aware of them and how to interpret their meaning. 1. Be present. Synchronicities often happen in the small, subtle moments, and if you're distracted, you may miss them. Practice mindfulness, staying fully present in your day-to-day life. The more aware you are, the more you'll notice synchronicities unfolding. 2. Notice patterns. Pay attention to repeating patterns. Whether it's numbers, symbols, or recurring conversations, these patterns hold meaning. Ask yourself, what have I been thinking or asking for lately? The synchronicity is often a response to something you've been focused on. 3. Trust your intuition. You'll know when something is significant because it will feel different. Synchronicities often stir something within you, a sense of recognition or a gut feeling that this is more than just chance. Trust that feeling. Your intuition is your inner guide. 4. Reflect on the timing. Consider the timing of the synchronicity. Does it come at a moment when you're at a crossroads or struggling with a decision? Often, synchronicities appear when you need them most, offering clarity or a push in the right direction. 5. Act on the signs. Once you recognize a synchronicity, don't just observe it, act on it. The universe is giving you a green light. Take the next step, whether it's making a phone call, researching an idea, or simply staying open to what comes next. Remember Sam, who was living in his brother's basement, trying to pull himself out of depression. His first steps toward alignment started with small changes, but as he began to raise his vibration, synchronicities flooded in. He found himself drawn to a crystal shop, where he bought a rose quartz on the shopkeeper's advice. That night, he had a vivid dream that reignited his passion for adventure. But the synchronicities didn't stop there. A week later, an old college friend contacted him out of the blue, offering him a small gig managing social media for a trekking company. This opportunity led to more travel, and before long, Sam found himself on a path he had longed for, but hadn't dared to believe was possible. Each synchronicity fueled the next step of his journey, confirming that he was in alignment. As he acted on these signs, new opportunities continued to flow effortlessly into his life. One of the most powerful ways to become more aware of synchronicities is by keeping a synchronicity journal. This is a dedicated space where you can record the meaningful coincidences and signs that appear in your life. Over time, you'll begin to notice patterns and connections you may have missed before. Here's how to start. Record synchronicities daily. Each day, jot down any events, patterns, or signs that felt significant. It could be a phrase you keep hearing, an encounter with a certain person, or a repeating number. Reflect on what's happening in your life. What were you thinking about or struggling with when the synchronicity occurred? What question or desire were you holding? Look for the connection. Track how you act on them. Write down any actions you take in response to these signs. Did you follow a hunch? Reach out to someone? This will help you see how synchronicities can guide you toward important decisions. Restlessness and discomfort are often misunderstood. What if those feelings were actually signs that you're on the verge of something great? In the next chapter, we'll explore how to transform restlessness into empowerment. Quote, "There are no accidents, there is only some purpose that we haven't yet understood." Deepak Chopra. Chapter 4. Transforming restlessness into empowerment. Restlessness. It's that uncomfortable feeling in your gut when nothing feels quite right. Maybe you've felt it at work, in your relationships, or even in your own mind, a nagging sensation that you're meant for something more, but you're not sure what. You feel stuck, out of place, and impatient for a change that hasn't arrived yet. What if that restlessness isn't a problem to solve but a sign from the universe, signaling that you are on the verge of a transformation? What many people don't realize is that restlessness is one of the most powerful signs of impending growth. It's like the pressure that builds before a breakthrough, or the discomfort that precedes a shift into something new. Instead of viewing it as something to fix or avoid, what if you embraced it? What if your discomfort was actually your soul calling you to level up, to break free of the life you've outgrown, and to step into a bigger version of yourself? Restlessness isn't a flaw or a sign that you're on the wrong path. In fact, it often means you're exactly where you need to be, you're just on the cusp of something bigger. Think of it like the butterfly inside the cocoon. Before it can spread its wings, it must push against the walls of its confined space. The struggle is part of the process, and so is your restlessness. In spiritual terms, restlessness can be understood as a signal that your soul has outgrown its current circumstances. You've learned what you needed to from where you are, and now it's time to expand. The discomfort you feel is the universe's way of nudging you toward that next step. It's like an internal alarm clock going off, saying, "Wake up." Something amazing is waiting for you, but you need to move toward it. Let's return to Anna, who had already taken the leap to start her art studio. Despite the joy she felt in following her passion, she soon found herself growing restless again. Her classes were successful, but something inside her kept whispering that there was more she was meant to do. She couldn't shake the feeling that she was still playing small, that her work wasn't reaching its full potential. At first, Anna tried to ignore the restlessness. She kept pushing through her day-to-day tasks, running her studio, and convincing herself that she should be satisfied. But the more she tried to suppress the feeling, the stronger it became. It wasn't until she stopped resisting and allowed herself to sit with the discomfort that she realized what the universe was trying to tell her. Her restlessness wasn't a sign of failure, it was a sign of expansion. After some soul-searching, Anna realized that her vision for the studio needed to grow. She began brainstorming new ways to reach more people, from offering online courses to hosting creative retreats. What started as a small art studio blossomed into a thriving community that helped people all over the country tap into their creativity. The restlessness had been a nudge toward her next evolution, and once she embraced it, her entire life and business transformed. Restlessness can feel like a burden, but it's actually a powerful catalyst for change. When you're restless, you're more likely to question your current situation, reevaluate your goals, and push yourself to grow. It's uncomfortable because it's forcing you to move out of your comfort zone and into uncharted territory. Here are some key signs that your restlessness is signaling a shift. 1. A desire for more. If you find yourself daydreaming about a different life, job, or even way of being, your restlessness is calling you to explore those desires more seriously. You're being invited to expand beyond your current reality. 2. Dissatisfaction with routine. If the things that once brought you joy or comfort now feel dull or draining, this is a clear sign that it's time to shake things up. You've outgrown your routine, and your soul is craving something more dynamic. 3. Impatience and irritability. When you're feeling unusually short-tempered or impatient, it's often because you're subconsciously aware that you're holding yourself back. Your mind is ready for change, but your current circumstances haven't caught up yet. 4. An inner voice of doubt. If you constantly question whether you're on the right path or if there's something better out there, that doubt is part of the restlessness. It's your intuition prompting you to reconsider your current situation and make adjustments. The most important thing you can do when you feel restless is to listen. Rather than dismissing the discomfort or numbing it with distractions, lean into it. Ask yourself, what is my restlessness trying to tell me here? Are some ways to transform that feeling into empowerment? 1. Sit with the discomfort. Take time to reflect on your feelings. Journaling, meditating, or simply sitting in silence can help you get clear on where the restlessness is coming from. Is it because you're unfulfilled in your work? Are your relationships stagnant? Does your daily routine no longer inspire you? The answers lie within the discomfort. 2. Identify areas for growth. Once you've pinpointed the source of your restlessness, start thinking about what areas of your life need to change. Maybe it's time to take a leap in your career, move to a new city, or start a new creative project. Use your restlessness as fuel to ignite that next step. 3. Take small, inspired actions. You don't need to overhaul your entire life in one day. Start small. Take one step toward change, whether it's signing up for a class, having an important conversation, or simply setting a new goal. Each small action builds momentum. 4. Trust the process. Remember, restlessness is a signal that something greater is unfolding. Trust that your discomfort is leading you towards something better. Embrace the uncertainty, knowing that it's part of the journey toward transformation. Sam's restlessness as a turning point. For Sam, restlessness became his turning point. After years of feeling lost and out of sync with his true desires, he finally began to listen to the subtle signs and signals around him. His restlessness drove him to reconnect with nature, improve his health, and follow the synchronicities that appeared. As Sam began to act on his restlessness, doors started to open. His work with the trekking company blossomed into a full-time career, and his YouTube channel grew into a source of inspiration for millions. The very discomfort he once dreaded became the catalyst that propelled him into the life he had always dreamed of. Turning restlessness into power. Restlessness is an uncomfortable gift. It pushes you to examine your life more deeply, to question what's working and what's not, and to take bold steps toward a more aligned future. Instead of fighting it, recognize it for what it is, a powerful signal that you're on the verge of something extraordinary. When you embrace restlessness, you open yourself up to the potential for massive growth. You allow yourself to expand beyond your current limitations and step into a life that's more fulfilling, exciting, and purposeful. Restlessness is not your enemy, it's your guide. What if your dreams were more than just fleeting images? In the next chapter, we'll explore how your subconscious mind uses dreams to send you powerful messages about your next steps and how to decode those messages. Quote, "The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance." Alan Watts. Chapter 5. The Role of Dreams and Inner Vision. Your subconscious knows your path. Your dreams are the key. Dreams are more than just fleeting images we experience while we sleep. They are profound messages from your subconscious, offering guidance, insights, and even warnings about the path you're on. Many ancient cultures believed that dreams were a bridge between the spiritual and physical worlds, a way for our souls to communicate with us, especially when we're not fully awake to the signs in our everyday life. So, what if your dreams were actually trying to tell you something? What if they held the key to unlocking your next big breakthrough? Dreams often provide clarity when we feel lost or uncertain. When we're too busy or distracted during the day to hear the whispers of our intuition, dreams come in to deliver the message we might otherwise miss. They reveal the hidden desires, fears, and opportunities that lie just beneath the surface of our consciousness. Learning to recognize and interpret the messages in your dreams can help you gain a deeper understanding of your current challenges and point you toward the next step in your journey. Our dreams speak a language of symbols, images, and emotions that can feel confusing at first, but once decoded, they offer powerful insights. The key is learning how to interpret these symbols in a way that's personal to you. What does it mean if you dream about flying? What if you repeatedly dream about the same person or place? These images are not random, they are tailored messages from your subconscious, uniquely relevant to your life. Take Anna, for example. In the early stages of her transformation, Anna had a vivid dream about teaching art, even though her life at the time was focused entirely on corporate work. This dream wasn't just a random event, it was her subconscious pointing her toward a deeper calling she had been neglecting. When she chose to act on the dream, it led to the fulfillment of her true passion, ultimately changing the course of her life. Just like Anna, you might be receiving guidance in your dreams about the direction you need to take or the obstacles that are holding you back. The challenge lies in paying attention to these messages and trusting their significance. While each person's dreams are unique, there are certain recurring themes and symbols that often hold specific meanings. Here are some common dream symbols and how they might relate to your life. 1. Flying. Dreaming of flying often symbolizes freedom, the desire to break free from restrictions, or a sense of rising above your current circumstances. It can also indicate that you are ready to reach new heights in your personal or professional life. 2. Falling. Falling dreams can represent feelings of loss of control or fear of failure. They might also indicate that you are going through a period of instability, but they remind you that surrendering control can be part of your growth process. 3. Water. Water often represents emotions or the subconscious mind. Calm water might indicate peace and emotional clarity, while turbulent water can suggest unresolved feelings or inner turmoil. 4. Being chased. This type of dream often reflects avoidance. You might be running away from something in your waking life, such as a fear, responsibility, or unresolved issue. 5. Roads or pathways. Dreaming of roads can represent the journey you are on in life. A clear, open road suggests you're on the right path, while a blocked or winding road might indicate obstacles or confusion about your direction. While common symbols can be helpful, it's important to remember that dreams are highly personal. Your specific life experiences, emotions, and inner struggles shape the symbols in your dreams. For example, if you dream of a childhood home, it may represent comfort and nostalgia for one person, but for another, it could symbolize unresolved family issues. The key to unlocking your dream's meaning is to reflect on what each symbol evokes for you. Ask yourself, what does this symbol mean to me? What feelings or memories does it stir up? Your intuition will help guide you toward the right interpretation. For Sam, dreams played a major role in guiding him toward his transformation. After feeling lost and stuck for months, Sam had a dream about standing on top of a mountain, surrounded by nature. In the dream, he was gathering stones and feeling a sense of deep peace and purpose. This dream was a stark contrast to the way he had been feeling in his waking life, stressed, overwhelmed, and disconnected from his passions. Sam knew the dream wasn't just a random occurrence. It was his subconscious reminding him of his deep desire for adventure, freedom, and connection with the earth. Acting on this dream, Sam started taking small steps toward integrating nature into his daily life. which eventually led him to a fulfilling career in travel and media. Interpreting your dreams doesn't have to be complicated. By following a few simple steps, you can begin to decode the messages your subconscious is sending you and apply them to your waking life. 1. Keep a dream journal. One of the best ways to start understanding your dreams is to write them down as soon as you wake up. Keep a notebook by your bed and jot down whatever details you remember. Over time, you'll begin to notice patterns or recurring themes. 2. Reflect on the emotions. Pay attention not just to the images in your dreams but to the emotions you felt while dreaming. Were you scared, excited, peaceful? These feelings often hold the key to understanding the message of the dream. 3. Ask what's happening in your life. Think about how the dream might relate to your current situation. Are there any parallels between what's happening in the dream and what's happening in your waking life? Sometimes your subconscious will use dreams to reflect what you may not be fully aware of during the day. 4. Look for recurring themes. If certain symbols or themes keep showing up in your dreams, they are trying to get your attention. These recurring images often point to unresolved issues or desires that need to be addressed. 5. Trust your intuition. Ultimately, the best interpreter of your dreams is you. Trust the feelings and insights that come up as you reflect on them. You may not always understand the meaning immediately, but over time the message will become clearer. Your dreams are like a roadmap, offering insights about where you've been and where you're heading. They can help you understand your deeper desires, fears, and needs. By paying attention to your dreams, you can gain clarity on your next steps, make more aligned decisions, and trust in the process of your journey. When you start to use your dreams as a tool for self-discovery, you'll find that they offer valuable wisdom. The next time you wake up from a vivid dream, instead of brushing it off, take a moment to ask yourself, what is my subconscious trying to tell me? Your dreams don't just reveal hidden truths, they can also be powerful tools for manifestation. When you visualize your desires in your dreams, you're tapping into your subconscious mind, which holds tremendous creative power. By setting an intention before you sleep, such as focusing on a goal or desire, you may find that your dreams begin to reflect and support that intention. This practice, often called dream incubation, involves asking your subconscious for guidance or insight on a specific question or goal before you go to sleep. Over time, you'll notice that your dreams begin to offer clues, answers, and inspiration to help you manifest your desires into reality. Do the people in your life play a deeper role in your spiritual journey than you think? In the next chapter, we'll explore how your relationships serve as powerful indicators of alignment, and how to recognize when new connections are guiding you toward your true path. Quote, "Dreams are today's answers to tomorrow's questions." Edgar Cayce. Chapter 6. Unexpected allies, meeting the right people at the right time. Why do some people enter your life just when you need them? Have you ever noticed how certain people seem to enter your life at precisely the right moment? Just when you're facing a major decision, challenge, or transition, someone shows up with the advice, support, or resources you need. These meetings aren't just random, they are part of the universe's way of guiding you. Relationships often act as divine messengers, helping you navigate the twists and turns of your journey. You might not realize it at first, but the people who cross your path, whether for a brief encounter or a lasting connection, are often sent to help you align with your purpose. Sometimes these individuals come to teach us lessons, offer insight, or help us shift perspective. Other times they introduce us to new opportunities or encourage us to step into our full potential. These connections can feel magical, almost like fate, because they are part of a larger plan designed to help you grow. We tend to think of relationships in terms of friendship, romance, or professional ties, but they can also serve a higher purpose. Some people enter your life for spiritual reasons. They are there to guide you toward the next phase of your evolution. This can happen in obvious ways, like when a mentor appears right when you're starting a new venture, or in more subtle ways, like when someone challenges you in a way that forces you to grow. The key is recognizing when these connections are part of something greater. When someone enters your life in a way that feels timed perfectly or offers exactly what you need, this is often a sign that the universe is working through them. These people can be considered unexpected allies. They may not stay in your life forever, but their impact is profound. After Anna expanded her art studio into a successful community center, she began to feel a pull toward teaching on a larger scale. She envisioned offering workshops across the country, spreading creativity and self-expression to a wider audience. However, the logistics and financial requirements of such a venture felt overwhelming. Doubts started to creep in, and she began to question whether she was dreaming too big. Then one day, at a local art conference, she met someone who would change the course of her life. A fellow attendee named Rachel had successfully scaled her creative workshops to a national level, and in just a short conversation, Rachel provided Anna with the exact roadmap she needed to make her vision a reality. Rachel shared resources, introduced Anna to key contacts, and even offered to help her get started with the right partners. The two quickly became close collaborators, and within a year, Anna was teaching workshops across the country. This encounter wasn't just luck, it was divine timing. Rachel entered Anna's life right when she needed the guidance to take her next big step. Their meeting was a clear example of how the universe sends unexpected allies to help us reach our potential. Recognizing the role of people in your journey. It's easy to dismiss encounters as chance or coincidence, but when you're aligned with your soul's path, you'll start to see that these connections are anything but random. So how do you recognize when someone is an unexpected ally, sent to help guide you? 1. Timing feels perfect. When someone shows up at exactly the right time, offering the advice, insight, or opportunity you need, it's usually a sign that the universe is working through them. The timing of their appearance is often too perfect to be coincidence. 2. A sense of familiarity. Often when someone is meant to play a significant role in your life, there's an immediate sense of connection, as though you've known them for a long time, even if you've just met. This feeling of familiarity is a sign that your souls recognize each other. 3. They push you to grow. Not all allies are there to make life easier. Sometimes, the people who challenge us the most are the ones who help us grow. If someone pushes you to think differently, step outside your comfort zone, or confront a fear, they may be playing a larger role in your spiritual journey. 4. Synchronicities surround the encounter. Pay attention to any synchronicities that happen before, during, or after you meet someone. If you've been asking for guidance or help, and someone shows up offering exactly that, it's a strong indication that they are part of your path. 5. You feel uplifted after connecting. When you spend time with an unexpected ally, you often leave the encounter feeling energized, inspired, or more hopeful. This emotional uplift is a clue that the connection is meant to propel you forward. As Sam's YouTube channel grew and his career as a travel vlogger took off, he hit a point where he wasn't sure how to scale his success. He had big ideas but felt overwhelmed by the demands of building a business around his passion. Around this time, he received a message from an old friend, Mark, who he hadn't spoken to in years. Mark had been following Sam's journey and reached out to offer support. It turned out that Mark had spent the past few years building successful businesses and had just the right experience to help Sam take his channel to the next level. They started working together, and within months, Sam had secured sponsorships, launched an online course, and expanded his brand in ways he hadn't even imagined. Mark's reappearance in Sam's life was no accident. It was another example of the universe sending exactly the right person at the right time. How to attract the right people into your life. The more aligned you are with your purpose, the more likely it is that the right people will find you. But how do you attract these allies into your life? Here are a few key practices to help you open the door to meaningful connections. 1. Set clear intentions. If you're seeking guidance, mentorship, or collaboration, be clear about what you need. Set an intention for the type of people you want to meet, and trust that the universe will send them your way. 2. Stay open and receptive. Sometimes, the people who are meant to help you might not look or act like what you expect. Stay open to the unexpected. Be willing to listen and engage with new people, even if they don't fit the mold of what you think you need. 3. Actively engage in your community. Whether it's attending events, joining online groups, or simply striking up conversations, the more you engage with others, the more opportunities you'll have to meet the right people. 4. Follow synchronicities. If you keep hearing about a certain person, group, or opportunity, follow the lead. Synchronicities are often a way of guiding you toward important connections. 5. Give before you receive. Sometimes being an ally for someone else is the best way to attract your own allies. Offer support, share resources, and help others when you can. The energy you put out will come back to you. When relationships shift or end, It's important to remember that not all relationships are meant to last forever. Some people enter our lives for a season, help us grow, and then move on. This isn't a failure or loss, it's part of the natural flow of life. As you continue to grow and evolve, certain relationships may no longer align with your path, and that's okay. If a relationship feels like it's coming to an end, reflect on the lessons you've learned from that person. What have they helped you realize about yourself or your journey? Trust that if they leave your life, it's because their role in your growth has been fulfilled, and new connections are on the horizon. When you begin to view the people in your life through the lens of spiritual growth, you'll start to see every connection, whether brief or lasting, as meaningful. Each person you meet has the potential to teach you something, guide you toward a new opportunity, or help you see yourself more clearly. Your relationships are not just a backdrop to your journey, they are integral to it. The more you honor the role of others in your life, the more aligned your path will become. Pay attention to the people who show up, the timing of their appearance, and the impact they have on you. They might just be the key to unlocking your next chapter. In the next chapter, we'll explore how aligned action bridges the gap between intention and reality. Quote, "In everyone's life, at some time, our inner fire goes out. It is then burst into flame by an encounter with another human being." Albert Schweitzer. Chapter 7. From Intention to Manifestation. The Power of Aligned Action. The gap between intention and manifestation is smaller than you think. We've all heard the phrase, thoughts become things. It's a simple way of explaining the law of manifestation, the idea that what we focus on and desire can come to life. But for many, manifestation feels like a mysterious process. You may have set clear intentions, visualized your goals, and yet nothing seems to be happening. The truth is, there's a crucial step between intention and manifestation, aligned action. While setting intentions and visualizing your desired outcome are powerful first steps, it's aligned action that bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. This is the part where your vision meets the physical world. It's not about pushing or forcing things to happen, rather, it's about taking inspired actions that feel right in alignment with your goal. When you combine your intention with action, you activate the energy needed to bring your desires into reality. One of the biggest misconceptions about manifestation is that all you need to do is visualize your desires, and the universe will do the rest. While there's truth in the power of visualization, manifestation is a co-creative process. The universe responds to your energy and intentions, but it also requires you to take steps toward your goals. Manifestation isn't passive. Think of it as a dance. You move, the universe moves with you. Aligned action is about working in harmony with the universe, recognizing the opportunities, signs, and nudges it provides, and acting on them. After meeting Rachel, Anna had the tools and resources to expand her art studio into a national workshop program. But the information alone wasn't enough to make her vision a reality. Anna had to take a series of aligned actions, even when fear and doubt crept in. She started by developing a small pilot program, testing her workshops in neighboring cities. Each step felt like a leap of faith, but Anna followed the guidance she received and took each next step with purpose. Instead of trying to do everything at once, she focused on actions that felt intuitively right. She reached out to people who could help, collaborated with local venues, and followed the synchronicities that appeared along the way. As she took these steps, the universe met her halfway, opening doors and bringing the right opportunities to her. Anna's success wasn't just about having a vision, it was about aligning her actions with that vision. Her story illustrates that when you take action in alignment with your desires, the universe responds in kind, making the manifestation process more effortless. What is aligned action? Aligned action isn't about working harder or filling your schedule with busy tasks. It's about taking the actions that resonate with your intuition and feel like the natural next step toward your goal. These actions are often inspired by the signs, synchronicities, and feelings you've been receiving. When your actions are aligned, they feel purposeful and flow naturally, even if they push you outside your comfort zone. Here are some ways to recognize aligned actions in your life. 1. They feel intuitively right. Aligned actions often come with a sense of rightness. You may feel a deep inner knowing that this is the next step, even if it feels challenging or unfamiliar. 2. You're guided by synchronicities. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities that appear in your life. They often point you toward the next action you need to take, whether it's meeting the right person, receiving an idea, or stumbling upon an opportunity. 3. They create flow. When you take aligned action, things tend to fall into place more easily. It doesn't mean there won't be challenges, but there's a sense of flow and movement in the right direction. You feel supported. 4. They bring clarity. Even small actions can bring clarity to the bigger picture. When you take an aligned step, you may gain new insights or a deeper understanding of how to move forward. For Sam, the path from intention to manifestation was paved with aligned actions. After reconnecting with nature and following his desire for adventure, he began to act on the opportunities that presented themselves. His old friend Mark's offer of business advice was a synchronicity, a sign that it was time to take his passion for travel vlogging to the next level. Sam didn't wait for the perfect conditions to start. Instead, he took small, inspired actions, reaching out to potential sponsors, improving his content, and eventually creating his own online course. Each step led to the next, and over time, what began as a hobby transformed into a six-figure business. The key wasn't just in setting the intention but in following through with aligned actions that moved him closer to his goal. Manifestation is an ongoing process of intention, action, and trust. Here are steps you can take to align your actions with your desires. 1. Set clear intentions. Before taking any action, make sure your intention is clear. What do you want to manifest? Why is it important to you? When you are clear on your intentions, the universe can guide you more effectively. 2. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition is your internal compass, and it will often guide you toward the next step. Take time each day to connect with your inner voice through meditation, journaling, or quiet reflection. Ask yourself, what is my next step? 3. Act on the signs. When you notice synchronicities or feel an intuitive nudge, act on them. Even if the action seems small or insignificant, these steps build momentum toward your larger goal. 4. Take one step at a time. You don't have to figure everything out at once. Start with one aligned action. As you take that step, the next one will become clearer. Trust the process and know that each action you take brings you closer to your manifestation. 5. Stay open to opportunities. Sometimes the universe delivers your desires in ways you didn't expect. Be open to the opportunities that come your way, even if they look different from what you imagined. One of the most important aspects of aligned action is ensuring that your inner world, your beliefs, thoughts, and emotions, matches the actions you're taking in the outer world. If you're taking steps toward a goal, but your inner beliefs are filled with doubt or fear, you may find it harder to manifest what you want. Inner alignment means cultivating the right mindset and emotional state that supports your actions. This might involve clearing out limiting beliefs, practicing gratitude, or engaging in visualization exercises to reinforce your intention. The more aligned your inner and outer worlds are, the more powerful your manifestation process becomes. Manifestation requires a delicate balance between patience and action. While it's important to take steps toward your goals, it's equally important to trust in divine timing. Sometimes, things take longer to unfold than we'd like, but this doesn't mean your manifestation isn't working. The universe operates on its own timeline, bringing things to you when you are truly ready to receive them. Stay patient, trust the process, and continue taking aligned actions. Even when it feels like nothing is happening, the universe is working behind the scenes to bring your desires to life. Often, the most profound manifestations happen when you least expect them. You don't need to wait for a big dream or goal to practice aligned action. You can start today, with the small decisions and choices you make in your everyday life. Whether it's reaching out to a new contact, taking a class, or simply saying yes to an opportunity that excites you, these actions create momentum and bring you closer to your true desires. What happens after you take aligned action and step into your true potential? In the next chapter, we'll explore how to sustain a high vibrational state and continue attracting abundance and opportunities into your life. Quote, "Vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. Vision with action can change the world." Joella Barker. Chapter 8. Walking the Path, Living Your True Potential. What happens when you align with the divine signs in your life and take action? You've set your intention. You've taken aligned action. Now, you stand on the threshold of something extraordinary. But what comes next? What does it mean to walk your path, fully embracing your potential, and to continue attracting the abundance and opportunities that the universe has in store for you? Living your true potential isn't a one-time event. It's a lifelong journey of staying aligned with your purpose and keeping your vibration high. It's about moving from a space of conscious intention into a way of living where your desires, dreams, and goals flow naturally into your life. You begin to trust that every step, every challenge, and every synchronicity is part of a grander plan that is unfolding just as it should. This is the space where manifestation becomes effortless and your life transforms into a continuous flow of growth, abundance, and fulfillment. Once you've aligned with your soul's path and taken action toward your goals, the key to living your true potential is to maintain a high vibrational state. Your vibration is your energy frequency. The higher it is, the more effortlessly you attract positive experiences, people, and opportunities. Living in a high vibrational state allows you to remain open to the signs, synchronicities, and divine guidance that continue to propel you forward. But maintaining this elevated state requires conscious effort. Life is full of ups and downs, and it's easy to be pulled into fear, doubt, or frustration when things don't go as planned. The challenge is to keep your energy aligned with your vision, no matter what happens. This requires mindfulness, inner work, and the ability to continuously raise your vibration through practices that support your growth. Practical ways to stay in a high vibrational state. 1. Gratitude practice. Gratitude is one of the simplest and most effective ways to raise your vibration. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you shift your attention from lack to abundance. Make it a daily habit to reflect on the blessings in your life, no matter how small. Gratitude aligns you with the energy of abundance and opens you up to receiving even more. 2. Meditation and mindfulness. Regular meditation helps you stay grounded, centered, and connected to your higher self. It quiets the mind, allowing you to tune into your intuition and receive divine guidance. Even a few minutes of mindful breathing each day can significantly raise your vibration and bring clarity to your life. 3. Embrace joy and creativity. Joy is a powerful frequency that attracts positive experiences. When you engage in activities that bring you joy, whether it's painting, dancing, hiking, or spending time with loved ones, you elevate your vibration. Creativity is another way to express your soul's desires, and it fuels the flow of abundance in your life. 4. Surround yourself with high vibrational people. The energy of those around you can have a profound impact on your own vibration. Spend time with people who uplift, inspire, and encourage you. Distance yourself from negative influences or toxic relationships that drain your energy. 5. Nurture your body and soul. High vibration doesn't only come from the mind, it's also supported by the physical body. Eating nourishing foods, staying hydrated, exercising, and getting enough rest all contribute to raising your energy levels. Holistic self-care helps you maintain the physical vitality needed to manifest your desires. For Anna, living in alignment with her true potential meant continuing to expand her vision. After launching her national art workshops, she didn't stop there. Anna kept raising her vibration through daily gratitude, mindfulness, and creative expression. Her sense of joy and fulfillment attracted even more opportunities into her life. She began collaborating with international artists, creating a global community of creatives who shared her passion for self-expression. Instead of waiting for the next big thing to happen, Anna made a conscious effort to keep her energy high. She trusted the universe to bring the right people and opportunities into her life, and it did. Her workshops grew, her network expanded, and she became a sought-after leader in her field. Anna's life became a living manifestation of her highest potential, not because she forced it, but because she lived in a continuous state of flow, joy, and alignment. When you live in a high vibrational state, life becomes less about striving and more about flow. Flow is that magical state where things fall into place effortlessly, and you're in sync with the universe. Challenges still arise, but you face them with confidence, knowing they are part of your growth. When you're in flow, opportunities, people, and ideas seem to appear at just the right time. You begin to trust that the universe is working with you, not against you. Flow doesn't mean you'll never face obstacles, rather, it means you've learned to handle them with grace and resilience. When difficulties arise, instead of resisting or becoming frustrated, you ask yourself, what is this teaching me? How can I grow from this? This mindset allows you to stay in alignment, no matter what life throws your way. How to stay in the flow of manifestation. 1. Trust divine timing. One of the biggest challenges in manifestation is learning to trust the timing of your desires. Often, we want things to happen on our schedule, but the universe operates on its own timeline. When you trust divine timing, you release the need for control and allow things to unfold in the best possible way. Trust that what you desire is on its way, and that any delays are there to help you grow or prepare for something even greater. 2. Stay open to adjustments. The path to manifesting your desires may not always look the way you imagined. Sometimes the universe will guide you in a direction that's different from what you expected, but it's always leading you toward your highest good. Stay open to shifts and adjustments, and be willing to pivot when necessary. Flexibility allows you to stay in flow, even when things change. 3. Celebrate small wins. Manifestation is an ongoing process, and it's important to celebrate the small steps along the way. Every success, no matter how small, is a sign that you're moving in the right direction. By acknowledging these victories, you maintain a positive mindset and keep your vibration high. 4. Release attachment to outcomes. One of the most powerful ways to stay in flow is to release your attachment to specific outcomes. When you're too focused on how things should happen, you limit the universe's ability to deliver something even better. Set your intentions, take aligned actions, and then release the need to control the outcome. Trust that the universe knows what's best for you. For Sam, living in flow meant remaining open to new opportunities, even after achieving success with his YouTube channel and travel business. Instead of becoming rigid in his goals, Sam allowed the universe to guide him toward new ideas, projects, and collaborations. He expanded his brand by integrating spiritual teachings and wellness practices into his content, creating a unique space where travel and personal growth intersected. Sam's ability to stay in flow, trust divine timing, and release attachment to specific outcomes allowed him to manifest even greater success. He didn't just follow a set plan, he followed the energy of inspiration and opportunity as it appeared, knowing that the universe was always guiding him toward his highest potential. Walking the path of your true potential means continually evolving, growing, and expanding. It's about staying in alignment with your soul's purpose and trusting the journey, even when it takes unexpected turns. When you live in this state of alignment, life becomes an ongoing process of manifestation, where your desires and dreams flow naturally into your experience. You don't have to force your way into success or happiness. When you're aligned, the universe will bring the right people, opportunities, and circumstances to support you. All you need to do is stay open, stay in flow, and keep your vibration high. This is what it means to live your true potential, to walk through life with a sense of purpose, confidence, and trust in the universe. As you continue on this path, you will discover that there is no limit to what you can create, manifest, and achieve. Final words. Your journey has just begun. You've journeyed through this book, recognizing the divine signs, aligning with your soul's path, and learning the art of manifestation. But the truth is, this is only the beginning. The real magic happens when you take these insights and apply them to your life. The universe is always ready to co-create with you, guiding you with gentle nudges and synchronicities, but it's your willingness to listen, trust, and act that turns potential into reality. Your path may be filled with unknowns, challenges, and even moments of doubt, but remember, every step you take in alignment with your highest self opens the door to greater possibilities. The signs are there, the guidance is within you, and the power to manifest your dreams lies in your hands. As you close this book, take a moment to reflect. You are more than a passive observer of your life, you are the creator of it. Let these final words serve as a reminder. You are divinely supported, you are ready, and you are on the verge of something extraordinary. Now go, take that next step. Trust in the divine timing of your journey. The universe is waiting for you to claim your place in the extraordinary. Take care and be well.